What's up, guys? Kirk Gibson here. In this video, I'm going to show you a clip of how to play shutdown defense in the end zone in a big game situation. I have a tutorial on this, which I will link at the end of the video. Let's get into it. So this is a clip from the World Ultimate Championships in 2016, USA versus Canada. I'm going to show you a clip of playing defense against one in the stack, but I'm going to start this a little bit early so you can get an idea of how I position against the player throughout this as it gets into the end zone. So let's start. I'm right here playing defense against this guy right here. So just watch me as this disc moves, and we'll stop it as it goes along. So the disc is now on the sideline, and you can see myself, you can see Ryan. We're just looking at our guy. This is a hard position to start looking away from the player. So disc is still on the sideline. Now I'm positioning yard or two off, looking right at my defender. Disc starts to move. So this is a key part. I look over my shoulder. I can feel something's happening, so I do a quick look. I'm a little farther off. I'm not super tight, because if I got super tight and I looked away, he may be able to make a move and get around me. So I've got a little space, maybe about 2 yards at this point, because the disc is a little farther away. And I take a quick look. So this is the place where now I can see that this guy's getting it, and this guy has steps on his defender. So I have a feeling this is going to swing, and so you're going to see this naturally does start to swing. So now what I've done is I've shifted. Now that this disc is on this side of the field, if I remained over here, these guys are all way too good. He's just going to pop over to the break side and get an easy upfield pass. So I rotate from, and I'll just go back. I rotate from this position where I'm clearly on this side of him because the disc is way over here. And then as I see it rotating, I rotate with, and now I put myself in between the thrower and the one in the stack. Now, this is quite a far distance, so I've given myself in the video I've given myself about 2 yards here because he may try to get a little bit of kind of running momentum to try to make a cut. So I've given myself a little bit of room, but I'm looking over my shoulder just a little bit to see if I can see, but not too much because then he can make a move, right? So now I can see this guy. I'm trying to set up. I'm giving myself a little space. I'm trying to be able to see a little bit of what the thrower's doing and keep an eye on one in the stack. And as this goes, you're going to see he tries to engage. So I'm basically facing directly towards the end zone. So I'm not completely over on this side to the break. I'm not completely over on the flick side, but if I was, he would have an easy inside out flick. Because look, you can see where Dylan is, the marker here. He had to try to stop the around, and now he's trying to recover. These are easy throws for good players. So I've got myself in a place where if he cuts inside over here, I'm close enough to stop it. If he wants to come back over in this space, that's where my body is. He's going to have to come through me. The open space and the easiest throw is over here, but that's a far and a long throw to be able to make. So I'm giving that up, and I'm really playing tight so I can prevent anything in this space. So as I play, you're going to see him come. He tries to engage me. He comes basically right at me. So I put my arm out basically to defend myself. If I didn't, his head probably would have headbutted me. So he tries to juke, and so he does. So we kind of play off each other. I follow him. He goes to the inside first, okay? So now I turn because he's getting a full leg of steam. If I keep side shuffling, he would just beat me to the spot because he was so far away. In my tutorial, I do about the example 10 yards out. They're about 20, 25 plus yards away. So you have to play it slightly different. So I turn my hips because I know he's going to beat me to probably this dump space if I don't turn my hips. So I turn my hips. Now we're equal, right? So he tries to now that I've turned my hips, he tries to beat me to that inside place. He doesn't do it and chooses, because my body is there, he tries to push off of me and then go to the break side. And if you remember, and if you watch the tutorial, I talk about that is the weakness, but the marker is here. So any throw that goes off is likely going to be one that is a longer throw or it hangs. And so when he makes this decision, because he sees that, hey, he's not getting past me because I've just put my body there and I'm trying to prevent that, he goes to where I've left open space over here. So he goes, and now Dylan's got a good mark, his hand's high, so this guy decides to throw a high throw, a scuba, and the reason why I believe you want to give that is the space to give up, and where you set up on this offender is because this throw is it's going to has the potential to hang the longest, so you have a chance to recover. And you're going to see here that the disc hangs, and I have a chance to go make a play, and I'm able to get the D. So that is an example of how moving the disc from the flick side of the field, this is a key part right here. Rotating, now I'm starting to rotate. Now I'm basically in between the thrower and my defender, and then as it swings, I make a little more adjustment. The offender starts moving, and I start moving with him, and now I'm in between the thrower. And you can see I've got a slight open stance to try to take a look at what's going on, but then as soon as he engages, I'm watching him, and I'm following him the whole way, playing at full speed through. Nope, I know he's trying to get back, and then I leave myself a little space in case the offender makes a poor throw, then that's what happens. So that is an example of how to play defense on the one in the stack, rotate with the disc, and try to put yourself in between as a general point, because that if you don't do that, you don't orbit properly, you're going to leave that open side. You're going to leave a space open, that inside kind of throw. So hopefully this was help to you. If you got any questions, comments, throw them in the description below. Watch the tutorial that I've included here at the end of the video. And thanks again for watching. God bless.